Often freelancers make this mistake. They themselves consider, okay, that they are a freelancer, not a brand. Imagine this. Any client who want to work with, if they have two options, working with a brand or working just like a freelancer, both provide same services, same cost, extraordinary testimonials also. Whom do you think that client will choose, a brand or a freelancer? Just comment down. Let's get started on this topic because that's the most important. Obviously, right? Whoever considering that brand, absolutely true. It's brand. Okay, act like a brand. So I'll tell you a few important steps how you need to act like a brand. So I call it as like brand book, which I already have inside my trader school. And also I want as a freelancer, you want to have your own, you have to have your own brand book. Okay. For that, let me share my whiteboard and explain you what the brand book is all about. Okay. Share screen. Oh shit, again I need to share this. Waiting. Okay. So here you see, we want to go with brand, non-brand. Think if you're working solo, if you're working with team, if you're a freelancer, business owner, agency owner, no matter who you are, fix this. You have to consider yourself like a brand. Okay. So I'll tell you, every brand has a story. They don't have a story. That's the problem. First, what is your story? Why did you started freelancing? Just because you don't want to work under anyone, just because you hate job, that doesn't add up anything. That doesn't make any sense. People connect to stories. People they get sold through stories. You see any big ad, any big commercial ad on the TV, do you think that directly they'll sell the product? Or they create a story or an emotional bond before they sell? Because I know most of you are watching videos, they go with the story. They go with either an emotion, comedy, whatever it is. They already have a story built. You go and search any company, they started with a story. I'm not wrong, if I'm not wrong, many of you watching Shark Tank India, right? They always ask their story. Kya karte ho tum? What do you do? Why did you started this business? Did any pitch go without this? Just let me know in the comment box. If you are watching that Shark Tank or anything, you just let me know in the comment box. Did any pitch go without asking founder's background or why they started this business? Then that's the problem, my friend. When it comes to personal branding, you do not have a story yet. Form a story. Viru, how did you form your story? I'll tell you in short, if you have 1 minute of time, without wasting the time, I'll tell you. See, I started just like you because I don't want to work under anyone. I am fixed in my mind that I want to do business. चाहे वो 100 crore होने दो या फिर 1 रुपए होने दो. So I want to do a business. Okay, it could be 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, 1 crore, 2 crore. Then I started business. What business I need to start? I have a passion and zeal that I want to do something. This is fixed for me. I'm sure inside whoever watching this, they are not even fixed that what they want to do. I'm 100% sure. So I already crossed that. I decided that I want to do business, but I want to start solo. I cannot start with team because I do not have enough funding. I don't know what is funding, by the way. So I copied my India Mart. I worked in India Mart. Most of you might know it. I replicated same business idea. Okay. So I went into manufacturers and suppliers, direct cold calling. Start my bike, go visit and ask them whether do they have any requirement. So I registered my company, Find Busy Services Private Limited. Now it is Trido, by the way. So what I do is like, I asked every client that pay me 2,500. This is my first income, by the way. 2,500 rupees. Gayatri Hospitals is my first client. Second client is Chinese Dhaba, which is the restaurant. I remember these two. Okay. So they paid me 2,500 in order to provide them leads. There I started digging more deep into marketing, like how I need to generate leads. Then I started learning from YouTube, few mentors, few courses. Okay. Then I got to know what is marketing. That's how my journey started. First, I got the client, then I learned marketing. You're getting my point? Then eventually I failed because I don't have a story. In 2020, suddenly the lockdown came. In the lockdown, I've read an article in the live mint. I still remember 7.3 million people lost their jobs. By 2020, I formed my agency, by the way. Okay. I am running with 7-8 people and we already have in our office and we celebrated our first 1 crore also. Then the COVID hit, all the clients are gone. Every client. Okay. Because you know that situation. And then we shifted. We have seen an article, 7.3 million people lost their jobs. Then I thought, why can't I teach them freelancing through digital marketing? That's where it started in 2020. And then I started training for free. 14 people, 28 people, till 100 people. If I'm not wrong, I'm training them live for 14 days or 15 days continuously. Then people are not taking much interest. Then I suddenly started charging 5,000 rupees. That's where the DBA course born. Now I frame the story. Okay. Because after this, I feel like my stories began with 7.3 million people lost their jobs. Then I started training people. I see a growth. I see people's success. And that's where the Trido is born. Because now I want to operate in a company level by hiring more mentors and more teachers. That's where the Trido born. That is the story which connected emotionally. From 2,500 rupees a client to building Trido, there is a story, right? So I want you to start with a story, which is the most important thing. Clear? Type seller in the comment box, which is the most important thing. Okay. Thank you. Superb. Your energy brings on. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, next you see, once you have a story, you should now have a color or a theme. Okay. Just go and search freelancers in Upwork, Fiverr. I bet you today, nobody has their color theme pattern. Very few. 10 out of 100. 90 people, sometimes they build in blue color, orange color, red color, green color, yellow color. Or if somebody wants to remember you, they will remember you through your branding. Imagine any D2C brand. What is Mamaearth color? Just let me know in the comment box. How did you know that? I asked just now and you thought that. How did you know it? That's branding. What's their packaging? What is minimalist packaging? What is iPhone packaging? What is their branding? You're getting my point. Even if you are a freelancer, you should have your own branding. That means your color palette. What is Hello Viru color palette? Black, white, orange. What is Trido School? Green, peach, lemon yellow. This is color pattern. If you go to Instagram, you will see the same color. If you go to YouTube, you will see the same colors. If you go to website, you will see the same colors. Because one person at least needs to see your brand 7 times to remember who the hell are you. The rule of 7 we call it as. They should see your brand 7 times to remember. Not 1 time or 2nd time or 3rd time. That's why you should have a color palette. Next, you should have typography. Okay. So what is Trido School typography? We use Inter and Poppins. Majorly. We do have a 3rd color option sometimes, but major color pattern is Poppins and major text is Poppins and the subtext is Inter. Do you have it? If you do not have it, type no in the comment box. The story, color, typography. If you do not have, type no in the comment box. You see it. There is the answer. You're getting my point. Oh, oh my. This is connected to Apple Pencil. Okay. Let me. Okay. So here you see the majority of the answers are no. You're getting my point. That's the problem. What people has, no branding. Now what I want you to explain is, next have a mission and vision. They don't have. Clearly have your mission and vision. Why do you want to start? Why did you start it? What is your mission? What is your next 10-year vision? What exactly do you want to do it? You're getting my point? This is how you need to build your brand as a freelancer. Always act like a brand, not like a freelancer with nothing having. Okay, this is the brand book. And always have a stabilized logo, which most of you do not have it. Okay, so that's the whole point of scenario of how you can act like a brand, not like a freelancer.